Hey, Rob Smith here.
Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright. I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. High tech, low tech, take your pick. 'Cause you can't teach an old dog a brand new trick.
Oh, look at that. There's High Line, Lighthouse. Well, welcome to Florida. There's a Ringling Museum, Hawk Tower, some orange marmalade, and people, some Seminoles. Oh, there's the old pier at St. Petersburg. Changed a few times since that. Some horses. It looks like about I-4 about right now, I think. Well, yeah, look at this. Yep. Yeah, look at all these pictures here. People getting oranges. There's Gasparilla and football games, and what do you know? All this and one photo of a hurricane. Hmm? Not one. Not one. Nothing at all. Yeah, it's deep dark secret, I guess. Yeah, don't. We don't have hurricanes apparently in Florida. We obviously have some mental instability that makes us think that there's winds blowing and rain everywhere, and well, that's just how things go sometimes. This is it. Look, here, Orlando. Look at that, Orlando. Look, it's a giant bundle of water. That's it. That's what's right there. It's all water. There's a couple buildings over there. That's Orlando. Anyway, that's the Lafayette Bridge there in Tampa. Advertising piece. I love the cover. Love it. I don't know who did it. I have no idea. Well, I'm not. It has a little Pete Hawley in it, but this tells me it's not Pete Hawley. Those aren't Pete Hawley children faces, but love it. The guy with a pipe, with a crown on, and on a. That's just so strange. Who thought of that? We're gonna have a family, and but the man's gonna have a crown. He's gonna look like he's king, and he's got a pipe. He's got a yes, and he's got thumbs up. Yes, he's fine. What a strange. Anyway, I love this cover. Absolutely love it. Just terrific. And you don't see this anymore, and no artwork at all. In fact, in advertising, Florida. I just picked this up. I was finally. Oh, actually, I'll show you. I was trying to get a copy of this book. Now, I have relations to the Dowd family, and this is Alex Dowd. This is AJ's brother, and he did a book called Sins of South Beach. I have not. I've tried to find this book for years and years, and finally, a bookstore down in I think it's West Palm Beach had it sale price of $15 or so. That's the best. I've never seen it that cheap. And I've given up trying to find it for a buck at one of the book sales. So I went ahead and got it while I could. It's a thick book, thick book. Dowd got into deep trouble. He did. He had a little problem being able to count. His ability to understand how to negotiate banks was not something he was good at doing, and he went to jail. But this is it's just about the. And what a wonderful picture on that! Isn't that a great cover? Of course, this book came out after Miami Vice. This I think came out in '95 or so, '94. But what a anyway since and the folks were selling this too, so I picked that up because I just love that cover. I've seen it before. I've seen it online. Never been able to get my hands on it. I was trying to get another book too, which is all about the crash of the 1920s. But the lady actually managed to sell it to somebody else before it got to me, and that's unfortunate. It was really inexpensive. But oh well. All right, enough of that. I'm supposed to be here doing this. I don't know if anybody's here. I haven't even checked in. Oh, let's see if anyone's here. And I'm this. No, there's my sinuses. I am a bit stuffed. It's that time of year. Let me go to live. There I am. I think this is the live, isn't it? Yes. Anybody here? I don't see nobody. I don't see nothing, in fact. Here it is. There's a picture. It's not showing anybody here. Live chat, nobody here. All right. One watching, which I think is me. Actually, I haven't been feeling bad, really. I've been on the phone a bit. But anyway, this is a drawing I'm doing for the Orange County History Museum. And I penciled it out. I'm going to go ahead, and while I wait for folks to get here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of prep this. I'm going to be coloring this. I'm going to be coloring this. I'm going to be coloring this. I like 3 of these 7. This is number 7. 3 of these 7s. There's one I'm looking for. There it is. Okay, good. I've been coloring this online. I mean, digitally, Facebook. I mean, that is, if I survive the storm, that is. Oh, I've been waiting for the update. I've never seen Noah so lazy. They usually, I mean, the 4 o'clock didn't come out till five, and their 7 o'clock, I guess, just came out. Yeah, it continues to shift south. All right, so this thing now they're saying somewhere around Sarasota, coming out right where I am, the eye. So I can only hope that that shifts a little further south still. Still east northeast, is sped up 1 mile an hour. It's still at 165 miles an hour. That's not a happy, friendly, easy going storm, let me tell you. So I'm not sure how many lives I'll be doing. What I may have to do is, if we lose electricity, which if we get something, if it comes in at 165, by the time it gets over here, it'll probably be about 130 or so, maybe 125. But that'll certainly cut out the lights. So I may do some inking in between without video. Of course, I won't have air conditioning either. I won't have a lot of stuff. This is a character. This is a real creature called Billy the Swan. He was in Orlando on a lake called Lake Lucerne, and he was a troublemaker. He had a little issue with jealousy and attention. This is going back 100 years. But he was well known because of his antics. When he died, he was actually picked up and stuffed. And the Orange County History Museum has him. And people can go, and I've seen him for decades. Because I first saw him when I got involved with the museum back around 85, 86. 85, 86 when I got real involved in politics, environmental, and historical things. So that was that time. And I started working for the city of Orlando. A lot of things happened to me. I'm just inking this. But I'm going to color it all in Photoshop, because they're going to use it for stuff. I thought I might get this out of the way. I was waiting to see if anyone shows up. Let me get this. Make sure I hold on to this. I hope this continues to shift south. I think this is going to go through the Caloosahatchee. I really think it's good. It's anytime these storms start to shift, and it's not that they start to shift. This storm in between 2 and 3 o'clock was actually taking an east-southeast move, and then it suddenly bopped up and started going a little bit more northerly, and so it has. It's going east-northeast at 10 miles an hour. If it can keep that speed, it would be crossing into around Sarasota at 1 a.m. Thursday morning, which would mean that 24 hours from now, they'll be feeling the storm. Less than that, because they're showing 1 p.m. Wednesday. So 1 p.m. Wednesday, the hurricane's onshore. The edges of it is coming onshore. The winds are really picking up, but they're only following the eye. So it's everything else, 300 miles of storm. But as on Wednesday, I'm on the other side of the state. I'm going to be feeling the storm on Wednesday at 1 p.m., but not as much. Very little of it's the outer edges. We're feeling it now, in fact. But 1 a.m. Thursday, we're really going to be feeling it over here on the other side of the state. And then by 1 p.m. Thursday, thank God it'll be during the day. That's the only plus side. We'll see what happens. I hope it keeps going a little further south and we miss the eye. That would be very nice. Still, flooding is going to be a big, big issue. There it is. Okay, I'm not watching if anybody's here. Anybody home? Anybody home with us chickens? Nobody here. All right. Thank everybody who's been subscribing. And watch the community area. I'm posting artwork all the time. If I can do a live tomorrow, I'll do one. We'll see. I'm nervous about a storage room I have. Been pulling stuff out of there. because I believe it may get flooded. It's being very poorly handled involving stormwater, which is not unusual in Florida because people just kind of think it doesn't rain here, much like that brochure I was showing. But it's exercise pulling all that out of the storage room because I got to put it all back. If the storage room's still there, if we get the eye comes through here, I think that storage room may be gone, and everything I had in it lost in the wind. And I'm not happy about that. All right, keep doing this. I have to decide if I'm going to. Here, if I do, I want to use it. No, I want one of these sevens. Let's see here. I want to get one of these older sevens, actually. That's it. Because I announced this in a few places, but on Facebook, since I lost my pages, I have very few people following. I think it's a total of 40 or so. And most of those are all in Florida, and most all of them are busy worrying about storms, which they should be. And I hope they are. That's one reason. I'm going to put a name on here. I hope it gets through, but it may not. My dear friend Jack Kazantzis brought us the Christmas star. He would find it absolutely hilarious I have him on this list. He has no family members around to complain about it. I don't think they would. I think I want to talk to my friend Grace Tuning about it because I think she would agree that he would love it that he was on here. Now, the second name is the one, Jack Kazantzis. They may say, oh, we don't really want a name on there. Well, I am basically volunteering this. I think I'm going to get supposed to be paid something, but we'll see. I need to, so Kazantzis. We'll see what happens. I'll make up something here with a letter B. This is going to be scribbling. I may even fade these out in Photoshop so you really can't even read these, even the scribbling, because it'll get in the way of the gag. Make sure you can see there's a 10 here, though. Oh, I showed you again. See me doing it, writing down there. Could you? What can you see here? Oh, wow, this thing's way behind. What happened? Am I drawing that fast? Oh, it's not live. Here we go. I'm not looking at the live version. Ha! I'm not sure how many of these lines will still be here when I do the final version. I may eliminate those, but this will be the original artwork. And I don't know. I hope I survive the storm. It's hard to tell with storms. Hope I'm around to finish this. Might be, might not be. Well, we have some evidence here that I was working on it, don't we? Yes. I was hoping back in August to get started on my Christmas card. Here it is October, and I still haven't started it. Let's see here. What if I want to get into all that? Let's see, move that over here. I'm going to go ahead and just give that a little bit more oomph. More depth. More depth. To indicate that's his hand right there. A little more thickness. And I was hoping to show more on his kind of on his leg, knee, and so that's about as close. Oh, I'm going to be down here. Let me finish this up here, and I'll come back there, and I'll move the camera. Bring that down too. There we go. Okay, let's shift this down here. Take care of this and finish this up. I may go ahead and scan it while I can. In case I do lose electricity, at least I'll have a scan version. Yeah, the thing with hurricanes, you never know what's going to happen. You just take chances that anything's going to happen. You just hope that you're prepared. I've got lots of water and lots of canned goods. Things I've still got a refrigerator full. That's a problem. So I did not. You don't get forewarning. So you got to be prepared. Checking myself here with that arm part the arm of the chair. Okay, put that up here. How's that looking? So the name Jack Kazantzis is in here as an inside joke to a very small number of people, but he'll sell it to those small amount of people. In downtown Orlando, the Christmas star had been a very big part of the downtown, especially in the 50s and 60s. And they got taken down just because Jack brought it back in the early 80s. He lobbied, caused trouble, and eventually it came back. And today it's known as the Jack Kazantzis Christmas Star. If you come downtown Orlando, you'll see it. It usually goes up the Sunday before Thanksgiving. I always get that mixed up in my head. I've been there for the star going up. Jack used to, when Jack was alive, some of us would get together there at the corner of, or at the intersection of Central and Orange Avenue as the star's going up, and he'd be dressed up as an elf. And he'd bring cookies, or he'd bring donuts and coffee. Now, I'm going to try to make it this year. When I moved to Ocala, it was a hard drive to make on a Sunday morning because I was performing Saturday nights and getting back very late. Things Sunday mornings tend to be difficult for me. But, oh, there you go. Hello, Andrea. I'm just as I really started talking here, I wasn't feeling so hot. How are you feeling? I was on the phone with Hope. I've been to the store. It turns out my storage room may flood right now. I think the storm will continue to shift a bit south. I think it's going to come in the Caloosahatchee and shoot out somewhere between St. Lucie River and the New River at Fort Lauderdale. I think so. Between 2 and 3 o'clock, the eye shifted east southeast, and then suddenly went north. But it shifted the whole thing southerly. And the reason it would head to Tampa Bay is because that's water. So it shoots to water. But Tampa Bay is kind of like a dead end for storms because the water didn't go anywhere there. The Caloosahatchee goes across to the Lake Okeechobee. And I hope it does because I do not want the eye coming over here. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my storage room. I may anyway. It's the area around the storage room is already flooding. And we're not getting any rain. And I talked to Rhonda there today about it. She says the people who mow the lawns are saying they won't mow lawns where there's water, which is ridiculous. And why? What do they think? What do they think? This New York or something? If you're gonna mow, it's gonna be water. Are you scared of a little water? They just seem not to know what they're doing. She's saying the company is going to sue them if things flood. There's also this danger of the roof being taken off of the storage room. So I've been over at the storage room getting as much out as I can, but I can't get it all out. I found some of my earliest pictures of me as a little boy. I didn't even know. I was pulled it out last night. Pulled out a plastic container, brought it back here, started going through it. Oh my gosh, there I am, a wee child. And I've already made one trip. When I get done with this, I'm going to go back over and get some more. thing is, I'm taking chances filling up this apartment. The other thing I'm doing is I'm going through stuff to give to Hope for eBay, and I've got a lot of stuff. Oh, I put it all back, didn't I? Ooh, oops. Yeah, I found I had a Penelope Pit Stop car. Yeah, I had a box that was for Taylor and Jacob from 2005. I haven't opened it since it got. I think my father packed it. That would have been going from Apopka to Ocala back then. I just opened it up here just a little bit ago. First time I think in 20 years. And there was that Penelope Pit Stop. But there's a lot in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell that yet. I like it. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I saw it. I was talking to Hope and looked it up, and that thing's going for a couple $100. We'll see. What I figure is going to happen is as I sell things, and it's already happening. I'm going to be willing to sell more. You know. Are you going to have is your son coming over to stay with y'all while this storm goes through? I think that'd be a very, 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 very good idea. You there? Can you hear me? You know, did I check sound? You there? Can you hear me? Oh, yep. Okay, I got sound. I did not check sound now that I think about it. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if Andrea can hear me. Now, the sites we're on, the storm was going to go right over Andrea's house, but now it's going to go south of there. The storm still be there. It's still facing 100 some odd mile an hour winds, but not the brunt of it. Yeah, that's better. Okay, hold on. I just got to take this. I'm just going to come over here and just do some shadowing, which I'm not sure how I'm going to do when I digitally color this. I may take all this out. Got to make sure that's a line, though, so it sees it when I scan it. I'm going to scan it tonight again, just in case. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose electricity here. You back? Where'd you go? Here, I'll put some music on. Oh, I was saying I hope your son is going to be staying with you during this next 24, 36 hours. Or at least come by tomorrow and stay with you all through Thursday. The storm will start to track away Friday. Friday afternoon, it'll start to really clear. But it'll be 24 hours of hurricane. The good news is, at least as things are now, it is gone south of you. And the best news during the day. I was talking to my friend Jeff Brenneman in Clearwater. He's got it's as the storm is coming in and the eye's coming in. It's going to be at night, and that is a rotten time to have hurricanes come through because it's scary. All you hear is sounds. You don't know what the heck's going on. But Jeff's in a situation like me, where we're both staying in someone else's place, and not much we can do. This area is likely to flood too. I'm afraid this apartment may flood. This place has a horrible, horrible problem of looking at how it looks. It's all substance. I mean, it's all style and not substance. So there's just all. I mean, the retention pond lake out here is already almost full, and the storm's hardly started. Yeah, any rain? Has rain been raining here? The storage room area, water all over the place. It's gonna. I think my storage room's gonna flood. I was saying that to Rhonda, and she was saying, "Well, you've got $2,000 in insurance." I said, "Yeah, but that doesn't replace the stuff I'd lose." And for her too, we both would be losing stuff because she has a storage room there too. I'm going to sign this right here. I'm going to scan this in because I have a feeling I'm going to lose power. Now, hopefully, if this thing skitters down to a couple things happening, why it may skitter down. Oh, I want to get this too. A little. Reason it may is that what's been pulling the storm is trying to pull the storm across the state has been shifting south a bit, a little bit south. And so this storm is, and then as I said, about between 2 and 3, I didn't see this reported. I was actually measuring the thing. I'm nutty that way. My old city hall skills. So I was measuring it, and it took an east southeast turn south, and it wasn't much, but it was enough to have the whole thing move a little further south. That and the storm pulling it, I think it's going to come through the Caloosahatchee. I do believe. I do believe. Well, there's Melissa Busby. I found more stuff, Melissa. I found a bunch of stuff. I pulled in a whole bunch. As soon as I get done here, I'm going to go pull up some more boxes. So anyway, this is for the Orange County History Museum for Billy the Swan. I'm going to scan it in, but it's going to be digitally colored. That's what that is. Where's the? Now, I'm doing happy. We're going to do the thing we were doing with the parks, but I'm also going to do just some happy animal drawings. So I've got 3 I'm going to ink here real quick. As soon as I find my pen. How y'all are? I'm good. Good. Your son should be with you while you're doing this, and because that would be good. Just in case you have a backup plan, you know? I don't even know if the antique stores are going to still be there after this storm. As I say, right now the track has the eye coming right over where I am, and Melissa, the storm has shifted south to a point where the eye is unlikely to affect you or Andrea. Andrea being in Deltona, and I think it's going to shift still a little further south. So I'm inking these. I'm going to watercolor them, and then they're going to be for sale at the antique store. Maybe I should give the bunny. Maybe I should have given the bunny buck teeth. Andrea, it is looking. I mean, Melissa. Good. Melissa is looking like my storage room will flood. I was talking to the Rhonda over there, and she's got a storage room too. But there, get this, Melissa, the people who mow around the storage area said they would not mow where there's water. And I said, Rhonda, what the heck are you talking? Florida is always water. And I went around the storage area, and there's already standing water, and there's grass, high grass there, which is making it standing water, and they mowed around it. I've never seen anything like it. I said, you've got to get new people. And she says, it's not up to her. It's up to the company. And she said, well, look, you have, if you lose stuff, you have $2,000 insurance. I'm so glad I showed Melissa, and I still don't know what to do with those Edgewater pictures. And I will heed your guidance about that. But after talking to you, I think I'll talk to Billy, who's going to get this picture, by the way, this Santa Billy Swan picture, about the History Museum first. But I think he's going to say give it to College Park. I don't trust Edgewater High School with him. Yeah, so Andrea, I found a bunch of photographs from Edgewater High School. I got they were I don't know how I got them, but I got them, and they're from the school newspaper. I opened up here just a little bit ago a cardboard box that was labeled 2005, and it's full of all these toys I believe are for the boys. But I think I will pass them on to eBay. I am going to pass most of those to eBay. Turns out they've got some value. But I'm gonna go, as I said, as soon as I finish here, I'm gonna head over there and pick up some more containers. But the other thing, Melissa, is it's looking more and more like this apartment may flood, whatever the storm may do, because this place just is not set up. There's too much water already collecting. So I'm trying to keep things off the floor. How about that bunny? That looked like a happy bunny. I'm trying to get. Why is? Oh, I forgot. I turned this up so I could show the whole other picture. There you go. And there's a kitty. Jeff Brenneman's not happy. His caregiver at the facility, he's not being evacuated over in Clearwater, but his caregiver is going to be staying there during the hurricane, and the caregiver brought a black cat with her. As you may know, Jeff hates cats. He said he's dealing with it. He said he tried to figure out that if the cat would fit in his microwave, but too big. It's a black cat, too. Well, thank y'all for coming by. Please like this if you would. I appreciate it. Have been getting new subscribers, which is good. Been also thinking I might do a couple lives just showing some of the things that are going to be available on eBay. Yeah, I'm not going to have to leave. In fact, they're basically what I can tell around this apartment complex. They're pretending like there is no storm. They're acting like just the worst, just like typical realtor builder developers. There's nothing going on here. It's their property, not mine, so it's up to them. And as I say, there's the water level's very high up there in that pond, and they've done little. I mean, they were mowing today. They were mowing in the watery areas. Anyway, there's a key. Oh, I want to give. So this is gonna, now these are gonna be only, I believe these are only gonna be at the antique store. A kitty, and there's a puppy. I'm gonna watercolor these. I don't know. I may try to do a live tomorrow just because I want to try to keep this Inktober thing going, and I have a lot of artwork we want to have available. I need to have available. But after that, I suspect to be losing electricity, and I don't know when I'll be back. And I'm cooking stuff, cooking a lot of stuff, trying to get the freezer filled out, emptied. I just got a bunch of ice cream from Publix too. I was hoping it was going to last me into late November, but now I'm worried. Yeah. Oops, trying to figure out. Oh, her son isn't far away. They're in Deltona. It's like here. It's built by the same people, so everything's there's on the outside there's traffic all around. It's the general development Mackle Brothers thing is that inside the streets are all gridded and it's real easy to get around, but on the outside the roads get packed. Well, he's on the inside, so it ain't too hard. Well, it's kind of like College Park. It's like we were talking about crossing Edgewater. You're either on one side or the other. And when you're on the one of those sides, you all traveled around. Like on my side, we traveled around Rugby and Oglethorpe, Helen, and so on. But on your side, you're traveling everywhere around there. And the only way you might cross paths is Publix. Well, he can come. Is he still working? He can come tomorrow. Big trouble problem is going to be however the storm, even if it moves south, your real trouble is going to be um, Thursday afternoon. So if he's there Wednesday night, I was hearing something strange. Broward County Schools was going to close today and tomorrow. What? No, you're going to be closed on Thursday. Thursday's the storm. That's where Broward's going to really get slammed, especially if the storm goes south, which I believe it will. I hope it will. Figure I'll make this ball red. All right, so there's a. That's not much. A puppy, a kitty, and a bunny, but there's three. How about that? What do you think? Those look okay. I should share with you all the stuff I've been finding. It's I've been pricing. I found a. What if I grab this real quick? Give me a second here. This box I opened that has 2005 on it, which is when I think I last opened it, included this, which is a Wacky Races Johnny Lightning, a Penelope Pit Stop. I don't know where I bought it. This is 20 years ago. I don't. It's in the box for 2005, but the date on the back is 1998, and I was buying a lot of toys then. So I probably bought it around 98, 99, 2000. This is selling for $100. You believe it? Little teeny thing, $100. But I'm not sure if I'm going to give it up. I think it's pretty neat. I love the style of it. I'm not a car guy, but I like the style of it. And it has a little. They call it a little cell. Original film strip animation cell art, which really doesn't mean much, but it's a little something or thing. But this is pretty neat. $100. Anyway, and it's been sealed in a box since Opopka, and it's just sat in Ocala. In my studio, there was a closet beside it, and it was in the closet. All right, so there you go. If there you go. How's this? Oh, it says 5 watching. Hey, please like. In fact, I'll come over and like. There you go. So please like this if you would. I'd really appreciate it. These will. I'm going to be painting these if I survive this hurricane. If I do, I don't know. If I survive this hurricane, I'll be painting these, and these will be available on eBay for whatever. I'm letting Hope and DJ decide how much they'll be. But I'm sorry, these won't be on eBay. These are going to be in an antique store in Melbourne. I apologize. That's where these are going to be. And then I also inked this, which is Santa and Billy the Swan. I'm going to be digitally coloring this, and their plan is to have this. What did I just realized I see something I did there. Let me fix this real quick. I may do one. I may do a live tomorrow because I'm trying to keep up with this Inktober thing. I'm just going to go ahead and just make that all black. So if I can, I will. This time tomorrow, well, by tomorrow afternoon, we'll be feeling hurricane. Well, Melissa will definitely be feeling it by this time tomorrow. And Andrea not long after that, and me not long after that. So, then we'll be feeling it. It'll be 24 hours of hurricane coming through. All kinds of fun. Unless this thing keeps moving south, then we'll feel less of it. Won't be quite as powerful, strong. It'll still be a lot of storming, a lot of wind, a lot of mess. All right. Oh, I see. I want to get this too. When I scan this in and color it digitally, I may go in and change these lines to color. And I think the History Museum is going to make some mugs and cups or something with this. So how's that look? Y'all, anybody still here? Yes, Melissa, please. Yeah, please still stay safe. We've got a lot to go through. If I can help in any way, please let me know. And I'm going to get scooting here. I got to run back to the storage room. I'm going to get as much as I can out of there. And let's see what else I may find. Thank you all for being here, being a part of things. I may go live again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for a while, and we'll see what happens. But yes, make sure you keep getting ready. Make sure you have lots of water. Have that bathtub ready to jump in if you need to. And that's so important during a hurricane. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Take care. Rob Smith here. Good night.